Exploring narratives. Writing techniques for clear and coherent stories. When was the last time you went on an unforgettable vacation? Think about any fun activities you did. Today we are learning to write narratives to develop real or imagined experiences or events using clear and coherent sequences. Use effective narrative techniques to write about experiences or events. Words to remember. Climax is the most emotionally intense part of a narrative. Conflict is the problem or challenge characters face. This is usually solved at the end of a narrative. Narrative techniques. Dialogue. It is the conversation between characters. It reveals character, personality, and motivations, and advances the plot. Example: Sophia, Mom, can we pass by the souvenir store before we go home? Farah, do you need anything from the souvenir store? Sophia, I want to buy some gifts for my friends back home. Farah, that's very nice of you, Sophia, but we can't spend too much in the store. How about we buy a pack of local snacks to share? Sophia, that's even better. The dialogue reveals that Farah is Sophia's mom. More importantly, it shows that Sophia is a thoughtful child. Narrative techniques. Description. It helps the readers to develop mental pictures. Settings can become vivid through description. It can also evoke emotions. Example: a symphony of crashing waves fills the air as you stand, and the shimmering blue waves on the sandy shore welcome you. The sun's warm embrace caresses your skin, and the cool ocean breeze tousles your hair. The description of the sight, smell, and sounds make the writing vivid and evocative. Narrative techniques. Pacing. It can make the story develop slowly or fast to vary tension. Fast-paced action or slow-paced events can enhance audience engagement. Example: Niall held the map. He traced his finger on it, full of winding paths and mysterious landmarks, as his heart raced in expectation. But then he stopped. He was ready. The challenging trek ahead beckoned him. Narrative structure. Here are some sections of a sample narrative to help you understand each concept. Orientation. This sets the stage for the story and includes an introduction to the characters, setting, and conflict. Rising action. A series of events increasing in tension are told, until the climax, highest point of tension, is reached. Resolution. The main conflict is resolved and the story comes to an end. Orientation example. Sarah packed her belongings for an adventure of a lifetime as the sun rose over the distant mountains. With a desire for new experiences, she embarked on a solo journey, leaving familiar sights behind and embracing the unknown. Resolution example. Determined not to let this setback dampen her spirits, she looked for odd jobs, relying on her ingenuity and the kindness of strangers to keep her journey going. With a heart full of cherished memories, Sarah returned home, forever changed. Try out these prompts to jumpstart your writing. Story exploration. A group of friends were walking in forest when they saw a big fire in the distance. They then stumbled upon a mysterious map. Collaborative story challenge. Follow these steps to build a story. Spend strictly 5 minutes in each step. You may use a Canva doc or a piece of paper to write. The first person or group writes the orientation, introducing characters, setting, and establishing the scene. The next person or group continues the story. They focus on describing one event, using descriptive language and fast pacing. Another person or group continues the story. They write the climax, building tension by using slow pacing. The last person or group writes the resolution. They also edit it to make sure it makes sense. Summary. Narrative structure. Always open your narrative with an orientation, followed by a rising action, a series of events finishing in a climax, and a resolution. Narrative techniques. To make your narrative exciting and engaging, use descriptive language, dialogue, and pacing. Writing assignment. Think about a memorable trip or an experience you had recently. Transform this into a vivid and engaging narrative using the techniques you just learned.